You made it, and welcome to the first episode of First Thursdays. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jay Sparks, and I'm the Chief Product Officer of QYOU Media. And I'd like to say I'm very excited for you to tune in because we as a company are going to communicate more with you. And today we're going to talk all about influencer marketing, how we're doing in this space, and why we're winning so many awards, and why all these big brands keep coming back. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Epic A4 intro, take one, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Q.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the First Thursday. The first thing that I want to say is that in the previous shareholders call from earlier in the month, we spoke about the fact that there's a lot that's going on strategically inside the company, and I also spoke a lot about the fact that as a public company, we can't talk about things. Well, unfortunately, that's still the case on this first Thursday of August, where we have a number of strategic things that are being negotiated, discussed, sought after, and we continue to do that on a daily basis. And our expectation continues to be that between now and the end of the summer months, and certainly throughout the remainder of the course of 2024, shareholders are going to hear some super exciting news about things that are happening strategically for the business that I think are going to propel us all into a better position, both in terms of the financial future of the company, but also ultimately in terms of our share price and value to all of us who are shareholders. So more news on that as we go forward in the coming weeks and months, and I look forward to sharing some exciting news with all of you as soon as possible. So there is some exciting news that we wanted to talk about on this first Thursday, on the first day of August, with some news that some of you may have seen, many of you probably didn't see. We didn't put out a press release specifically about this, that we won yet another award as part of our influencer marketing business. This specific award was for the best gaming campaign in the Global Influencer Marketing Awards for a campaign that we did in partnership with Ubisoft, one of the world's largest gaming companies, for one of their flagship and most important titles called Assassin's Creed. Specifically, this was for a version of that title that came out called Assassin's Creed Mirage. It was a highly successful campaign executed by our US influencer marketing team. And we were up against some major agencies and brands. Companies like Ogilvy North America, with a campaign they were doing for Coca-Cola. Campaigns that were being done with brands and influencers like Mr. Beast. We were up against Samsung and Ogilvy London for a campaign that they did for Samsung Gaming. The point of all of this is that these are not small achievements that are being made by our influencer companies and by our influencer business. These are major achievements where we are winning awards that are in competition with many of the largest agencies and brands in the world. And so I wouldn't want to trivialize the fact that we've just, quote unquote, won another award. These are things that are significant in terms of us building our business. And also these awards are not ones that some of you are from the film or TV industry might be aware that things like the Oscars are notorious for studios that spend a hell of a lot of money promoting that particular film or artist or actor to try to win that Oscar. We don't do anything like that. We do a submission. There are experts in the industry who look at these submissions. They judge us against all the other participants. Again, many of whom have spent a huge amount of money and are huge brands that we're competing against with these campaigns. And so to win, the best gaming campaign in social media for the Global Influencer Marketing Awards is a huge feather in our cap and a huge indication of the quality of the work that's being done by our whole team. So what we wanted to do today on this Thursday, first Thursday of August, is take a little bit of a deeper dive into some of the people that are involved in our influencer marketing business, do a little bit of some short clips and interviews with some of them about what some of the things are that we believe that make us special. This is true for both our US influencer business and our influencer marketing agency business in India, which is called Chatterbox, as most of you know. And so what we're going to do is take a little journey on today's video with a number of those people in different departments and groups inside the company to just let them talk to you a little bit about what they see see as the special sauce, special capabilities, the special expertise that we have in the area of influencer marketing, which many of you are well aware is becoming a mainstream, or is now a mainstream advertising platform for all major brands. Recently, Goldman Sachs came out with a report, it was actually now about 8 or 9 months ago, that projected the influencer marketing business in 2028, 2029 to be basically $500 billion, about $500 billion. So it's a major, major business. It's part of every major campaign that's going on now, and we are right in the middle of that and really, really flexing in terms of our capabilities through the winning of these awards and the client list of people that we work with that's just stellar. I mean, when you start talking about the Warner Brothers and the Spotifys and the Ubisofts and the Activisions, and it just goes on, and Disney's in terms of the companies that are entrusting us with their largest and most important intellectual properties and brands. So with that, I'll let you talk to some of our other people, or hear from our other people, I should say, in the company now. And I'll look forward to seeing you a month from now on the first Thursday of September to give you updates on what's happened between now and then. Thanks so much.
So Kurt asked me to reach out to a few of our employees and ask them this question. QYOUs, or Chatterbox, has had an unparalleled success in attracting Fortune 500 companies to entrust us with promoting their most important flagship brands and products across social media. In addition, we continue to rack up dozens of awards, including this month winning Gaming Campaign of the Year at the Global Influencer Marketing Awards. What do you think makes this happen over and over and continues to fuel our growth in business and industry accolades?
Wow, great question. The awards have been great, and so why does this happen over and over again? Why is Q continually growing in this market?
I really think that brands keep coming back to us over and over again because of our major differentiator, which is Q Studios. It's something that is super special to us at Q that not a lot of our competition has, that I think really sets us apart. And allows us to elevate, innovate, work with creators, really become those creative strategists, those partners with our clients. And brands really know that we have capabilities to elevate and innovate along the way as we're executing these major campaigns for amazing IP.
On the studios team, we have it's probably the biggest department at the company, and we have a varied background between us. Some of us have hundreds of hours of network TV experience producing network TV shows, but then we also have younger members of the team who are on TikTok, in TikTok, creating videos, consuming videos. We're covering all the bases. And
we work with creators to make sure that the content feels organic to their channel as well as authentic for their audience. What we see with the creator marketplace now is that there's a huge difference between an influencer and a creator. Our bread and butter is creators. We look for people that have incredibly unique content, unique personalities, and can really tell an incredible story in short form and in long form.
Where others haven't really focused as much is that we really put a lot of energy and time and infrastructure around storytelling. And that really helps our partners on one of the biggest challenges of not just doing creator marketing or influencer marketing, but how do they connect their brand with audiences on these social platforms effectively.
I think we excel at kind of identifying the right influencers who kind of resonate authentically with the right audience, with the target audience that we're trying to reach, ensuring that our campaigns not kind of only reach the target audience, but also to engage them as well and make them do something, make them feel something. It's really about our storytelling.
When we get creators in, we don't just give them a creative that's preset and predetermined and say, go for it. We really listen and work with the creators for what's best for their content. And that helps a lot, I think, to let them kind of spread their wings, and it gets their audiences excited rather than just getting kind of the brand messaging across.
One of the things that we do at Q that's unlike any other place is that we are extremely prepared. We go super, super deep on the brand. We go deep into their communities, their socials. We go read Reddit blogs. We go on their website. We're super resourceful. We look at what you've done in the past. We look at your competitors. We basically do a full brand analysis without you knowing it.
The most important factor is that the team is extremely proactive there are multiple vendors in place. However, what separates us is that we're extremely aggressive and proactive in terms of how we're reaching out to these brands. It's not just when there's an inquiry in place, but more so that we're proactively checking out and understanding when there's an opportunity where chatbox can be integrated into their strategy or how chatbox can give them a hand.
We do a lot more outside of just influencer bookings. So we essentially look at working as a partner or as an extension of the brand team. So we help them develop strategies, we help them sort of plan how their budgets and how their spends should look like over, say, a quarter and then annually as well.
And then we go into coming up with ideas that tie back to the communities and the influencers that actually are going to reach your audience with scale and impact.
Really, when you connect with the audience and you consider the three things: the brand, the audience, and most importantly, probably the creator, and you kind of combine those things and you take the creator and you listen to them and you take what they're good at and you produce a piece of media that is good for them and good for the brand, the audience will come and they'll love the content.
We have creative strategists and producers and post-production, editorials and VFX artists that can really work with creators and brands to make sure that the integrations are incredibly accurate, spot on, and really entertaining to their audiences so that when they're watching, audiences feel like they're part of something bigger, that they're part of the conversation, and that a brand is really relevant to them.
One thing that's also awesome about Q is that we all operate like a team. We have people that operate as multiples, we have people that are specialists, and then we have people that cross the border, like just awesome.
And because we're such a holistic sort of marketing solution, we're able to integrate a lot of our services and to be able to support them in one form or the other.
We're able to scale up and cover production on a pretty high level on a pretty tight budget. So regardless of sort of the size of the campaign, we can add an extra element that a lot of other companies can't. They just don't have the capabilities or the ability to do so.
And our clients continually come back after they receive such great results and award wins.
I think it's interesting that they do keep coming back for more, because I think something we talk about a lot at our company is that they don't have to, and that there's so many companies knocking at their door, and they could just as easily go to a different company rather than come back. I think it's easy for them to just say, hey, we want to try something different, and they don't.
We really create these incredible campaigns for our clients by leaning into the creators and the communities. How do you tap into a fan base? You tap into a fan base by getting to the core of what they love, the creators they love, the IP they love, the imagery they love, the music. All of that really is what helps us create these award-winning campaigns, and I think our trophies speak for themselves.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed hearing from a lot of those key people in our businesses in India and the US, and kind of what we see is what's behind, frankly, our amazing capabilities and achievements in the influencer marketing space over the last several years. And it's something that we expect to see continue to grow and grow and grow as we move forward. One note, just this morning, Publicis, one of the largest agencies in the world, just acquired a firm called Influential, which was considered to be the largest creator economy and influencer marketing business in the world. So we do think we're in the right place at the right time. We think there's incredible upside for this business as we go forward. You'll be hearing a heck of a lot more about it as we move ahead. In addition, I hope by the next first Thursday of September, I'm able to share with you more about a lot of these exciting developments that are taking place in real time right now in terms of the strategic objectives that we're in the middle of in increasing the value and capabilities of the business across the board. So I'll look forward to sharing with you more information on all of that next month. And in the meantime, please pay attention to what's happening here at QYOU Media and on our website, and follow our press releases, etc. So thanks so much for joining us today.